Can melatonin fix circadian rhythms? Yes, no, sorta. Melatonin is one of the hormones that helps control your circadian rhythms. It's a lot more complicated than that. Cortisol's involved, adrenaline, a whole bunch of other hormones. Melatonin, though, is the one that signals your brain for sleep. It signals your body for sleep. It lowers your body temperature, it decreases wakefulness, it does a whole bunch of different important things that get your body ready for sleep. Can melatonin, meaning supplementing with melatonin, improve or change your circadian rhythms? It's a hard question to answer only because most of the supplements that contain melatonin can actually contain 80% less than what's labeled on the bottle, up to 400% higher than what's on the bottle as well, which means that it's really difficult to get a standard dosage, especially if you're just a consumer. And then most of the studies, they haven't been all that great, and I'm not sure what a tight control they did in terms of doses for those studies that showed improvements in sleep or changed circadian rhythms. I recommend that people avoid supplementing with melatonin because typically there's some risks involved with that. It's a very powerful hormone. It's a very powerful compound. It can potentially have some risks for your brain in the long term. The other thing that you have to consider is that when you supplement it, even with low dose melatonin, it's going to be many fold higher than what your brain actually secretes. Your brain secretes like a tiny little amount, and then the melatonin is like an atom bomb in comparison in terms of the effect size. The other question is how much of it crosses the blood-brain barrier, and is it having downstream effects on other tissues? I don't actually recommend melatonin for almost anybody. Small exception to that might be for certain people who have really severe jet lag. Then sometimes I'll suggest that people do melatonin, but that's only after they've already tried to do everything else for your circadian rhythms. Get your meal timing straight, get it set back to where you were, especially during daylight hours, so try to eat only during daylight hours. Get your wake times set, meaning that you have to wake up consistently at the same time, and honestly earlier is a little better for most people. Make sure you get exposure to bright sunlight first thing in the morning within the first hour of waking, because that can help set your circadian rhythms. And then also get your activity and your socializing time, both exercise and free time, get those earlier in the day and get them consistent, because that's another signal for wakefulness in your brain. It's my preference that people spend 99% of their energy working on all the lifestyle factors before they go supplementing with melatonin, just because I think there are a lot of better options out there, and I think it's going to be a lot safer for you.